Is my grandpa secretly Commissioner Gordon? What burger of the day do I want to eat today?
How does Ben Grimm have children?
How is Hope gonna get herself out of this one?
Let's have a conversation.
Hello, welcome to Conversations with the Goob. That's me. Let's have a conversation. I wanted to talk about something from my past again. Like last week we talked about nostalgia, so I was feeling a little nostalgia. And one thing that I actually looked up on eBay and bought because of the nostalgia, and the BK Kids Club, guys. So this is Kid Vid. This was my favorite. That's why I went with this one. I really like it when fast food joints have their own mascots and characters and they make their toys based off of them, because you're not going to see this guy anywhere. You could only get him from the kids' meal. They had a whole cast of characters. They had Kid Vid here. He wears the goggles with the blonde hair. Then there was Boomer, funny nickname now. But Boomer was a sporty tomboy, a little red-headed tomboy girl. There was IQ. He kind of reminds me of Izzy from Digimon, but he's just the smart kid with the spiky orange hair. Jaws. Now Jaws, I thought was a sports player. I always thought that and I think it's because I'm getting it mixed up with Lance from Recess. But Jaws is this tall guy right here, and his special thing is he eats a lot. I mean, that's why his name is Jaws. Then you have Lingo. This gentleman is multilingual, so he speaks English and Spanish, and he's big into art, so he carries around an easel with him and stuff. Snaps, she's your little photographer. She loves to take pictures of everything. And then Wheels, and he has a wheelchair. I guess is his special ability. I think they could have been a little more creative on that one. And then in about the 2000s, so it would have been when I was a little older and didn't go there anymore. That's probably why I didn't see this. But they added Jazz. She's a girl that is into music. So she was added in 2000. Hey, just real quick, I completely forgot about their dog, JD. And also in the picture for Wheels, he's got a lot of tools. So for me, I think they should have said he's like a mechanic or he's good at building things. But on their website's description that was saved over the years, it just says he's in a wheelchair. That's all it says. But so the picture makes it look like he has more than just that, though. I just forgot about JD. And then by 2004, they completely wiped them out. They stopped existing at that point. I remember them growing up. I thought they were cool. They had little comic books in all the Happy Meals, or even on just the box of the Happy Meal, that were little adventures that they went through. And I think it's sad that Burger King stopped using them, because now all they have is the King, and they don't even really use him. He's like their mascot for the entire place, but they don't really use him in the toys very much. I think it's a shame. I think that this was really fun. And, I mean, you can't really tell how old they are. I think they're supposed to be 10-year-olds, but they could have been 12-year-olds as well. They could have aged them up as the time went on, too. They could have made them, because they stopped using them and used these other things that were supposed to be for preteens, even though they were more childish, so I don't get why they did that. So I came up with a way for Burger King to bring them back into the fold. A perfect way for them to bring them back, yet be different. So we're talking a revival like Fuller House here. So what I'm thinking, this is my storyline for it. The BK King wakes up one morning and his crown is missing. He goes all over the kingdom, all over the castle looking for his crown. He's flipping tables and flipping couch cushions and everything he can to find his crown, and he can't find it anywhere. So he puts out an alert, and he hits the emergency button, not knowing that it's an obsolete button because he hasn't used it in 20 years now. So the button is pretty much no one's there, but he's just trying to get everything. So he hits the emergency button, and it sends out a call. And then we flash over we fade over and we go see the BK clubhouse. It was a tree house, a big tree house that they hung out in, huge tree house. But it's going to be a little more run down. Maybe it needs a new paint job or something. Maybe one of the windows has boards on it or it's fallen off or something. It looks like it's had better, it's old. It's been 20 years. Inside of it are a couple of kids, a little blonde girl and maybe a redheaded kid or something like that. And they're playing a video game. They're sitting on a couch in the clubhouse playing a video game. And next thing they know, the TV sirens come out from above the TV and it switches over to alert, club, the BK Kids Club is needed. And that's when they discover that their parents were the BK Kids Club members that used to solve crime mysteries all the time. And they find, so the little blonde girl is Kid Vid's daughter, and she finds her dad's old gear, throws it on, because he's big into technology, but it's old technology at this point now. But she throws on his goggles, and she's like, let's do this. Something like that. And so that's when they all team up, and we get all the kids, the BK Kids Club members, from the past are now adults with children, and their kids are taking up their mantle. And the first little crew puts on their parents' old stuff, but then they modernize it and they throw it together. Like maybe the one girl, Snap's kid, pulls out her camera and looks at it and thinks it's really cool and finds out, but like uses a digital camera instead, or his smartphone, obviously. IQ, just all of them would have different. They would start off with the retro costumes and then upgrade it and be modern for the new one. And it starts off with their adventure of them trying to find the King's Crown, and that could be the big adventure for the thing. And then Burger King could even include, like, they could do things in the kids meals for getting clues for you to solve it along with them as they're doing it, and have like some sort of prize at the end when you solve it. Maybe you collect puzzle pieces to put something together to find that creates a map or something. I don't know. I just feel like it would be a big thing for them to do. It would include the kids, it would include the parents, because like I'm 33 turning 34, and I would probably do this with one of my nephews and just collect the toys myself because of the nostalgia factor behind it. And I think it would be a lot of fun, and it wouldn't be boring. Burger King has gotten boring. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love to go there to get their toys. They did... Oh, that's when you knocked over. They used to do, like, they did all 151 Pokemon toys for the Kanto region before they even had more than 151. And they had all of them, and you could collect them all, and it was just awesome. And now they don't do that anymore. It's like the Wonder Woman toys that they had there were very cheaply made and looked awful, and they weren't like something you could. It's not like this guy. This guy, he's not even like a thing. It's their own creation, and he's so cool looking. I mean, he's got so much detail to him and a good paint job, and I believe he had some stuff that went with him that. Or maybe it was just his figure. I'm not sure. It just looks like his hands are made to hold something. But, yeah, I think they need to bring him back. So Burger King, there's your idea to bring it back. Bring him back. And just remember, you don't need to have superpowers to be a hero.